Alright, Toy Squad, so I finally got done with the custom Shore Trooper. Now, as we know, they're called Scarif Troopers, but they're not really called Scarif Troopers. That's what it says in the box. So I took one of these guys, which was one that looked like this. I made two of the grunts because this guy's the squad leader. Boop, boop. Took him, weathered him up, made him look all cool. And then I wanted to make one of the captains. I didn't want to pay SH Figure Art money. I didn't want to get a model kit. I wanted to make one with the Black Series. So I did. I didn't have any more grunts left because he would have the same pouch as like one of the grunts. So I just put my own pouch. It's actually off of Wolverine's bike. The little saddlebag that was on the back of the two saddlebags. I believe that's how it was. Or it might have been, I don't remember how it was. It might have been on the top. So yeah, add a little canister on the back too. Cut his skirt down because if you look at this guy, I don't think it's a skirt, but whatever. So I cut that down and off pretty much. He just repainted it the sand color. Added some blues to him. He also has blue down his left side. He has blue in his arm and some yellow, orangish color here. Red like normal. And then yeah, just did a little weathering job to him. So I wanted to have one of the captains. So I got a captain, squad leader. Then I also redid some of the grunts. So this one, yeah, this is one of the ones that I took this guy and made into this guy. So I'm gonna turn this thing around. I'm gonna show you guys about knocking them all down. But yeah, the Shore Troopers, not Scarif, but I'm gonna call them Scarif probably still. So anyway, let's take a look at these.
So funny thing, while recording this, this popped up, Life with Brock, and his newest episode, Critique My Custom, came out. And he just happened to be the one who ended up giving me two of these Scarif Troopers in a trade. So thanks again, man. Go check out his YouTube channel. I'll put the link down in the description.
Alright, so here they are. Like I said, Scarif, Shore, wherever you want to call them, they were on different planets. So yes, they were Scarif. They're also Shore. So the way that it kind of seems to me is that, well, first of all, I also did this like Lieutenant, Captain, Commander guy. I don't have a story for him yet, but I want him to be like he's on the ground, like fighting with his dudes and stuff. So I took a Red Skull body. I took one of the Scarif Troopers vest. So I popped the arms off of Red Skull, popped the torso off of Red Skull, repainted it, try to get that same color that you're trying to always have with the officers and stuff for Black Series. Really fun color to try to match. And I want to incorporate their colors, the blue and the red and the white and everything like that. So I wanted to kind of give him a different look. I did shave down the shoulders because they kind of looked wonky and weird. Added the soft goods to him. Then I gave him a stick, like a staff, because I don't know. I think it's cool when you got someone like this. And my buddy Fanboy Tone, he's working on a story for him, so I kind of gave him like what I thought it would be cool, and then so he's gonna kind of take that and run with it. So maybe later on I will do an originals for this, and I'll break this all down again. So I wanted him to kind of be like the guy that's out there, like bullets flying, choom 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 choom, flying past him and stuff, and he's just still like just barking out orders like da 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 da. Go over here, go over there, you know what I mean? So he's just that guy, and yeah, he has a handgun, but he doesn't have a big, he's not a big armored up dude. He's just like, he's just strong, and he's, you know, he's the leader. So got him, like I said. Oh yeah, Chris Pinehead. And if you guys look at it, I did a little scar on him, repainted the whole head. Even if it is still the same skin color, I didn't repaint the eyes. But again, like a little scar and stuff. Repainted the hair, added some color to the hair. So as best as I could, I did. So we got him. Let's move him out the way for 1 second. These guys are dirty because we were outside shooting in a hole. I was going and throwing smoke and dirt and everything else all over them. So like I said, you have your squad guys. So every single one of these guys, except for the two that came the way that they were, the grunts, I gave them a little bit of weathering. So they're not really customs, they're just kind of repaints, weathering. I did some highlights, so I did washes and highlights to them. So you got these two guys here and here. They're the release. They were the ones that were released at Walmart, I believe. They're Walmart exclusive, which is weird because they're kind of like the regular ones. So even though, like, here's how I think it breaks down. So you have your officer, right? In my head, this is how it breaks down. You have your officer, you have your captain, right? Then you have your squad leader. Then you have your regular guys, right? Now underneath these regular guys, I don't know why I'm spacing them all out, but yeah, so underneath your regular guys, boop, 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 and boop, underneath those guys, then you have stormtroopers, because these guys kind of direct the stormtroopers, and they're kind of like the stormtroopers' boss and stuff. So there isn't a lot of Scarif troopers. So anyone who's army building Scarif troopers, that's cool. But I don't know if it is actually true to how it is. The way that I read it, and after watching it the one time we've seen it, but after reading it over and over, reading all the information I could get on it, researching it / googling it in wiki, the only thing that I could really figure out is like, so let's say you like have a store in the state, right? So this is your state supervisor. Then you would have like your regional supervisor, which would be this guy. And then you'd have your area supervisor, and then you'd have your store managers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like if you're doing retail, let's just say you have a retail job. So then you have your 4 store managers. They will have their own 4 stores, and within those 4 stores, they have stormtroopers, which is their staff. So that's how I think it works. That's how it is in my head. That's the way that I'm gonna always assume that it is. So yeah, but these guys were released, and they were like exclusives. But these guys weren't. These guys are the squad leaders, so they should have been a little bit more. And then jumping over to the captain, this guy right here, look at him, huh? He's fancy. So I had to like use a different gun because he has a little bit bigger gun in the images that I've seen of him. But yeah, so I put my own pouch on him, like I said earlier. This is off that Wolverine bike. I cut down his stuff that he has hanging down because he was this guy. Added that North Carolina blue on there, did some weathering. He has it down his left side. He also has a little bit up here, and he has that yellow and orange stripe on that. So did a full out weathering, did a little canister there. But yeah, he has a little bit more artillery than the regular Scarif quotes / short troopers. So yeah, he was a fun one because Black Series, they didn't have one for him. That was kind of nice. Like I said, they had SH figure art, and I believe they have a model kit. So it was a lot of fun to do. These two, this guy's all completely made up, but this guy is cool to make one as close as I could get to screen accurate. Like I said, if I had another one of these guys, I could have used this on his side because he just wears it over to the side a little bit different. But that did not happen. So also weathered that one. I don't want to keep going over the same stuff. And these guys are custom because they were also this guy. So I turned regular squad leaders into these guys, which are then just normal short troopers. God, it sounds so confusing, but it's really not. So I want this guy though to be like he's been down there for a minute, like he's been on the beach for a minute, like he's pretty beat up. Let's take a closer look. So he's a little more beat up than everybody else, and I just want a little bit of rust here and there. Stuff's kind of he's got a sword in his left hand because why not? You'd grab up anything if you're trying to fight and survive. So yeah, that's what dude looks like. These colors were the hardest colors ever for me to match up because I was trying to make them look exactly like these guys over here. So which you can just buy them. You didn't have to make them, but I had them already, so I was like, well, I can make them into not squad leaders, regular troops, regular boys. So they're not really grunts like everyone seems to think. I believe that's how it goes. I think that your regular short troopers are actually the ones who call the shots for the stormtroopers when they have them on the planet that they're fighting on. So, or defending, whatever you want to say. So here they are, guys. I hope you like it. We'll be doing a lot more Black Series and Star Wars things just in general. And yeah, so thank you to all the groups, all the Facebook groups, everywhere. Make sure to check out Action Figure Speakeasy, AF Speakeasy, or Speakeasies. I'll put it down in the description. There's a group that some of my friends started up, and it's an 18+ group, so go check it out. A lot of Star Wars dudes in there, a lot of Marvel dudes in there, a lot of Power Ranger dudes in there, right? I'm in all 3 worlds, so it makes it really hard to collect everything, but I will always be here to make customs of the badass toys. So thanks guys for watching. Be kind to one another, and here's some pictures.